Where's the camera on this thing? Am I looking into it? I don't know, whatever. I'll just pretend I know. It's 5 p.m. I feel weird. I'm gonna do get ready with me, sort of a thing. Where is the camera? Oh, I know how I'll figure it out. Oh, okay, it's right there. I'm gonna do a get ready with me sort of a thing. Except it's gonna be getting ready to go nowhere because everything closes on Sunday in my town by 5 p.m. So instead I'm just gonna get dolled up for fun. And I don't think I'll really describe what I'm doing as I'm doing it because I'm sure you've all seen makeup before. But I might just talk about some stuff I've been thinking about. And I'm gonna do just whatever I can with whatever is in reach of me. My cat is sitting right next to me and I don't want to disturb her. I call this a trash mocha. It's half iced decaf and half chocolate milk. And if that sounds disgusting, you're probably right. To tell you the truth, I haven't been thinking much of anything today. I haven't been feeling much either. Mostly, I just feel sort of blank and out of it and drained. I've been sort of attempting to be an emotional caretaker rather than the one who needs to be taken care of, which I seem to have been most of my life. I hope I'm not messing it up too much. I've been writing some music, not my normal kind, but I got an iPad because I'm thinking of trying to become a tattoo artist, and everyone at all the shops that I've checked out uses iPads to do all of their design. Plus, I've kind of always wanted to get a tablet you could just draw right onto the screen with. I've been using the distance kind where you draw down here and look up here, you know, since I was 13. But anyway, the iPad comes with a GarageBand, which was pretty exciting, so I was trying to write on that. Just some electronic type stuff. We won't worry about that too much. Sure, let's cover it up. Can you tell I never used makeup more than maybe a couple of times before this last couple of months? I think I go slower on my makeup than probably a lot of people who wear it. So my favorite part of doing the makeup is just doing it, and then I don't usually stay in it that long. I usually just do it whenever I'm bored, and then wash it off as soon as I get sick of it, which is usually 2 to 4 hours later. I guess I could just use my camera as a mirror. There was a time when I felt like any woman who used makeup was sort of caught up in this, you know, patriarchy bullshit, and I was pretty judgmental, you know, when I was a teenager. But I think everybody's judgmental, not only when they're teenagers, but all their lives about this and that. I was really against shaving body hair. I thought it was, like, insane. Every girl I knew were shaving from practically the time they were 12. Their arms, their legs, even if they had nothing, you know, peach fuzz. And, you know, I had a lot of hair, and I still, well, that's a bad example because I shave now. I shave it all, especially my arms. I shave my actual arms. I shave my face. You know, I grew up. everybody does what they have to get through life, through the day, feel some kind of confidence, control. There are a lot of worse ways to try to get control. And if you have an addictive personality, like I do, you know what I mean. My face really hurts actually today. My skin really hurts. Everything feels painful, burning, oversensitive. If you're asking why I'm putting up makeup on my skin if it hurts, pain's not really a deterrent for me anymore. I felt too much of it for it to be a threat. My mom never wore makeup growing up, except for, you know, every once in a while she'd wear a little bit of concealer foundation to cover her acne. Most of the time, she just let herself go barefaced, even when she had really intense cystic acne. And I just thought, you know, that's how it should be. That's the norm. And I think I still believe that. If I started feeling any compulsion to do this for other people, or to be presentable, I would stop. But it's really been the opposite. My wife is really supportive of every choice I make. Goth isn't really her thing. That's fine. And you know, I live in kind of a small town. I don't think I've really seen anyone else since I started wearing makeup with as unusual of a look. Not that it's really that unusual, but you know, I live in a small town. I haven't gotten any insults or anything. Gotten lots of compliments, but even if I didn't, and I don't get that many, just occasionally people say, oh, you know, I like that style. I've got lots of goth friends. I've had a lot of people say, oh, are you goth? I've got a lot of goth friends. I'm like, where are they? Not that I doubt them. I mean, I want goth friends. I don't have any. I don't see them. They're probably all hanging out in bat caves and drinking blood. Anyway, I guess the main reason I don't feel any compulsion to wear makeup is because my mother didn't ever wear any. And neither did any of her hippie friends, you know. They would make their own clothes. They all named their children things like Rainbow and Star and Sky, which is my name. That's probably too much at once, but well. And, you know, she and my father, they never put any emphasis on appearance at all. You know, they always compliment me and my sister on the things we were able to do, our skills and our qualities of our personality, which is, I think, the right way of doing things. I think it would be a lot harder to reach a place of comfort and appreciation of ugliness if you came from a situation where that was extremely discouraged. And of course, in our society, it's extremely discouraged, but it's different. The media telling you something versus the people that you love and trust telling you something. That's why I'm really in awe of and encouraging of people who send me notes saying, oh, my mother says, you know, I'll never get a boyfriend because of my acne, or, you know, I have to fix my teeth, I have to do this, and I don't really see. It took me a long time to separate myself from the things that my mother believed that I don't necessarily believe. We didn't fight about a lot, especially not as I became an adult. We fought a lot in my teen years, but that was mostly because I was extremely introverted. When I came home from school every day, I just would spend hours and hours on my computer. So we would fight about that. And I can't say that I wouldn't be worried if I had a teenager who did the sorts of, you know, things that I did. I never got into trouble, but I just didn't do much of anything. I can't say I wouldn't be worried about that. My mom really had no idea what I got up to online at all. She didn't really understand computers or technology. My mom knew everything about my life except very little about my online life because there was very little context I could really explain to her. But she really made the attempt to try. She played video games with me even though she didn't like them and they made her sick, like Portal. She played all of Portal with me. She played Dance Dance Revolution with me every day for a month when I got obsessed with it. She would play Mario Kart and Mario Party with my sister and me even though she didn't really like those games. Looking pretty ghosty. Usually if I have foundation left on my hand, which I almost always do, I'll put it on my hand, you know, down the bones, close to the knuckles, so my hands are a bit paler, so that the, you know, the bones stand out a bit more red. Sometimes I'll put blush on the knuckles too, so I look like, you know, one of those styles of drawings that everybody was very upset about for a while, where, you know, you really redden the joints. I don't know if anybody knows what I'm talking about, but probably. I don't know if I'll bother with setting spray, since I'm probably gonna just wash this all off right away anyway. Now I'm gonna do some eyebrows, I guess. And then I guess I really need to redo my nails as well, if I wanna complete the look. My eyebrows are my favorite part of doing this, so that's why I'm not talking. I like being able to draw my own eyebrows because I get to sort of control the mood that I'm going into the world with. I've been experimenting with sadder eyebrows lately, or amused eyebrows, confused eyebrows. I think tonight I'm just gonna go with a nice high arch, bit of asymmetry, never hurt anyone. Sometimes I don't know where to stop and they get a little bit thicker as they go on. That's alright. And a little bit of an upturn in the middle there, so they look a bit close-knit, maybe a little frustrated. Maybe I'll make them almost a unibrow. Sort of a vibe. Oh, yes. Looking spicy. Darken things up a bit. Ouch, ouch. Maybe I'll go sort of intense. I guess I'll know by the end of this how actually long it takes me to do my makeup. My prediction is somewhere in the realm of an hour. Well, that's almost nothing. Oh, I guess it's got kind of a gray thing going on because I didn't properly clean my brush, which you're supposed to do. We can work with it though. This eye always seems to turn out better than this eye. I used to hate the way that makeup felt on my skin. Now I barely notice it. And it's not like I built up an immunity. Years ago when I tried wearing makeup, I couldn't stand it. I couldn't stand having it on my face for more than, you know, a few minutes, enough time to take a selfie. But then when I started wearing it, when my mom got sick, I couldn't feel it. I couldn't even feel the difference. And that's what I mean about pain. I don't feel much anymore. I don't feel cold or hot the same way that I used to. All I feel is alive. If I'm cold, I am perceiving the cold, which means I have some sort of sensory input, which means I am living. And that's all that matters to me. I think the truth is, I liked the idea of makeup when I was younger, but I didn't like the idea of being attached to this sort of femaleness, femininity, which I've never related to or been very compelled by or good at. And I would say that society is, you know, moving a little bit away from makeup equals female, but it's still very much makeup equals feminine, femininity. Not that that's really that important. We can deal with the politics of gender presentation when the world's no longer on fire. It's never enough, but let's pretend it is. Black, 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 black. There we go. I wish there was some place open in this town where I could get some chocolate. Very raccoon today. I'm afraid of raccoons. Oddly enough, I think I also relate to them. I don't know why I decided to do a get ready with me. It's not really my sort of a thing. I'm not very entertaining at the best of times. And today I barely feel human. Let's put on some eyeliner. Sure. Mascara, I guess. But I'm not telling anybody the brands of this because they don't matter. It's just the cheapest. I don't care about brands. I buy whatever is cheapest. Or whatever looks the nicest. It's all the same goop. All that's left is lipstick. This one I will tell you the brand because if you're looking for a good black lipstick, NYX Liquid Suede in black is very good. And I was hopeful, you know, I got a red and a purple too because the black worked out. And they're not as good, but the black is really good. So if you're looking for black. See, it's just like one coat. So pigmented. Now to try to create the illusion of a top lip. Sorry, that's too uncomfortably close for you. Not for me. See, that's where I fucked up a bit. Had really good lips going until then. So does she erase? No, he keeps going. Creates a new shape. Ooh, that's kind of an interesting clowny looking shape. I like that. And you see, I had a really good shape, but then I fucked it up. So what am I gonna do? Erase? No. No, I'm gonna keep fucking it up. I fucked my way into this mess and I'm gonna fuck my way out. Mime school dropout. Good enough. My hands are gross now. So I would say this sort of expression, what would you think? Sort of a contemptuous, disgusted, contemptuous, suspicious, intrigued. No, that still looks like repulsed.